What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Surface Sports Podcast. In today's episode, we are going to be ranking all the jerseys in the NFC, seeing which ones are the best, seeing which ones are the worst. I'm joined today with Commanders enthusiast Jaden Daniels lover, Alex. Alex, how you doing today?
Great, man. How are you?
Doing good. And also special guest, Alex's sister and my girlfriend, jersey enthusiast, Emily. Emily, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing good. We're going to get right into it. We already posted a video, all the AFC jerseys ranked, so make sure to go check that out after this one. Let us know which NFC jersey is your favorite down below, starting off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I want to call it red. Red up top, white on the bottom. I think it's kind of crispy, but I'm not a big fan of the helmets, to be honest. I don't like the color. It's too dark, maybe. Maybe if it was lighter, maybe if it was black. I'm not a big fan of the helmets. Not a big fan of the reddish. I like the patch. I like the logo on the sides. But for me, Baker's looking at me. It's a 6 out of 10. The helmets are just, I'm stuck on the helmets.
I don't mind the red. I will say, I feel like this is one of the first ones I've seen where correct me if I'm wrong, where the number is outlined, which I like. I think it's super clean looking. Not a big fan of red, but I don't mind it here. I don't like, what color is the helmet?
It's like it's almost like a bronze type of color.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's random. I'm going to give it what he's wearing. I'm going to give it a 6.
Back-to-back sixes. What do you got?
I think she made a great point with the double outlining of the numbers. Also, great font. Love the pirate ship logo on the shoulder. If you look closely too, they also have the number on top of the shoulder. Great look, by the way. I like the random punch of color too in the helmet. Now, if it was like a yellow, probably not so much, but I like this color. I think it's different. It flows well with the rest of the uniform. I'm not going to say it's a top 5 uniform in the NFL, but I think it's above average. I'll give it a 7. So that brings the final score for the Bucks to a 19.
Not a bad start. Moving on to the Saints. I don't know about this one. This is like flashbacks to what I was seeing with the Raiders. It's just so basic. They have a little bit more though. They got the Saints patch again on the shoulder. I don't know though. I like the gold. I like the gold better than the gray we were seeing with the Raiders. So for me overall, the black gold, this is a pretty good one. I said before, black jerseys can be bad, but I think overall this is a good one. The collar looks good. You guys have been talking about the font. I like the numbers here outlined in white a little bit. This is a pretty good one for me. I'd go 7. It is a little bit basic, but I think it's solid though. I don't think that they messed it up.
I like the helmet here, like the font. The outline doesn't do it as much for me as the last one did. I felt like that one was extra special. My problem is here with the jersey blending into the pants. I feel like the pants are missing something. You have the black stripe with the white in between on the helmet. Why couldn't you carry that down the side of the pants or just even do a white and gold stripe down the pants? I just feel like it's missing something. I'm going to give it a 5. But I do like the collar, though, a lot, like you said.
Emily's cooking. Emily is cooking right now. She is so right. This uniform could easily be an 8 or a 9, but it's missing so many extra key features. Like, I think this picture isn't necessarily doing it justice too. I think when you're actually watching them on TV, if you look at the number in the helmet, like the colors don't look the same. I'm pretty sure they're matched up. Like I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say that those colors are matched, but no stripe on the pants. You do have the Saints logo on the end. You got the numbers on the top. Like I like contrast face mask to the rest of this primary helmet color. But overall, I think they did a solid job. I think it's clean. Just not one of my favorites, so I'm going to give it a 6. So that brings the final score for the Saints to an 18.
Decent start. Moving on. Carolina Panthers. I feel like in this uniform, we kind of got a lot going on. You guys have been asking for stuff in the pants, and you can see the helmet. They got the stripes on the helmet, and then we got a stripe here on the shoulder, a stripe on the pants. I feel like if anyone, this one matches. For me, I love blue and I love light blue, but this color, this shade just doesn't do it for me. Maybe white helmets with this. I have a thing against the light gray helmets, I guess, because again, not a fan of these light gray helmets. I don't know. It's like everything I'm looking for, but it's just not doing it for me. Numbers, I like the numbers. I go 4 here. They're decent.
A 4?
What do you think? What do you think?
No, this one's tough for me. This one's tough. It has everything that Alex and I clearly have been looking for.
You guys are on the same page.
You got the logo with the stacked Nike with the nice stripe. It's not only just blue, but then outlined in black, so it's tying it in. The one guy has the black arm sleeve undershirt, looks clean. The blue outlining the number. You got the outline again of blue of the number, the blue stripe down the pants. I mean, this is tough. The gray was it light gray helmet? I don't mind it. It looks clean with the big panther on the number on the back and then panthers on the bottom written in blue. That's an easy 10 for me.
10. We need to chill out. We need to chill out. We just got started.
It's clean. It's clean with the black collar V-neck too. The detailing of the helmet with black with the. I think that's a stripe right there up in the middle that I can see on the dude on the right. I mean, it's clean. That's clean.
No, it's so clean. It is so clean. When I know that we're kind of just doing a random assortment of uniforms throughout the course of this ranking, right? So, but I would have to say, as a primary uniform, this might be the cleanest in the NFL. Like, obviously, we've got some alternates that are going to be looking a little bit better. But as a primary uni, these are as clean as they get. It's got to be a 9 for me. It's got to be a 9. So that's going to bring the final score for this Panthers uni up to a 23. And I think that you are sleeping on this horrendously. I mean, you got the big logo on the helmet like we're looking for. Emily cooked again. Emily back-to-back cooking.
Shoot, she trying to get an invite back or something. I mean,
yeah.
Just Carolina bias or something. I thought maybe you guys would like it because I'm looking at it and it all matches up. But 9 and 10, Carolina takes the lead. Panthers take the lead first right now in these NFC rankings. I would not have guessed that.
They might be holding it. It's clean.
No. There's no way. There's no way. Moving on, a jersey that the Falcons wore last year, a little bit of a throwback. Hopefully we're going to see it again. These red helmets with a white and black stripe, the logo on the side, the white numbers with the red outline. For me, this is I gotta put this higher than the Saints because this is crispy with the white pants. You guys like it to all fit in, but I like going red, black, white here. Oh, this is a 9. This is solid. There's not a lot there, but it looks good all put together.
I'm going to let you go first, brother.
I love a throwback. This brings me back to like the prime Mike Vick days.
Because you're old. That's okay. Continue.
Retract your Raven score from the other video.
It drops down to a 1. No, the off red is throwing me just a little bit, but I think the rest of the uniform is clean. You're right. I think at least with the colors, I wish that I could see if there was like a little stripe going down the side of the pants.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I think it's clean. I'll give it a 7.
Fair.
I think I'm going to be the odd man out here. Like you said, I kind of like it all to flow. The helmet is like throwing me.
You don't like it?
No, like I'm just, all I can look at is the helmet. Maybe it's just the picture and maybe it looks different on the field. I almost want the helmet to be black with white detailing. I don't like it. I don't mind the red-black combo. I don't mind the red-white-black combo. I think it looks great. I don't like the helmet. It's throwing me. I'm going to give it I'll be nice. I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay, so not bad. That's still a 22.
Moving on to the Arizona Cardinals. New Jersey's last season, I believe, got Arizona written massively across the front. This has got to be one of the biggest name letters on the front of a jersey that we've seen, at least so far. The numbers are big. You kind of got dots on the numbers, the white, a little bit of silver outline there. I don't think that there's anything on the shoulders there. To me, these are a little too basic. I mean, the helmet is just what we've seen for a long time. I feel like maybe there's a little tweak, but for me, this is just a little too simple. Like I said before, not a massive red fan, so I'd go like 3 here. I don't think that they did a good job.
I'm going to go complete opposite of you. I think this is clean. I love the helmet. The white with the big logo right there. I think the colors just contrast so well. I love the jersey. I love the big name on the chest right there. The font, I don't mind. I wish kind of the white was filled though. I don't know what that's called with the dots right there.
I think they're just trying to mimic like an old school jersey that had like a bunch of holes in it.
I just feel like for how modern and new and clean this jersey looks, it just should have been the full solid color. My only knock on this entire uni is going to be the top V of this jersey. You can see that top, like right where the V of the collar is, that the collar needs to be white or something on the shoulders needs to be different. It needs a little bit more. Just make that collar white and that would be a 10 for me. But I think because of not, I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay. I am going to give this a 7.5 because Emily cooked yet again. She's on a roll right now. I mean, the helmet is a banger. This might be the best helmet in the NFL. I mean, fantastic helmet. Teams wish that they had this type of helmet. You got a nice, clean white with a big old logo on it, and it's a great contrast. Air front, nice and big letters. I agree, though. I'm not a big fan of like the mimicking the old school jersey stuff, but I think that this is good enough for a 7.5 to bring the final score for the Cardinals up to an 18.5.
I feel like you guys are like conspiring against me. Like you guys, what I like, you guys don't like. What you guys like, I don't like. It's like you guys were texting.
Maybe it's just two people have style and one doesn't.
Dude, I don't know about all that. Moving on. I have strong feelings about this one, so we'll see if our thoughts line up or not. San Francisco 49ers, Christian McCaffrey, absolute stud. He looks good, but these jerseys, these unis just do not do it for me. The color of the pants, the color of the helmet, stripe looks good. I like the numbers. They're just basic. Nothing crazy about them. Little 49ers right here, just like the Ravens. You guys are going to like this one because it's got the numbers. It's got some stripes. The helmet matches the pants. I mean, I can feel it, but it's just not a favorite for me. I would be at a 4 on this one.
I'm trying to collect my thoughts with this one. I kind of
go while you collect your thoughts.
Yeah, you go.
It's a 2. This is ugly. It's an ugly uniform. I don't care about the numbers on the shoulders. I don't care about the red. This is an ugly red. I don't care about this gold. It's an ugly gold. I don't see that stripe on the side matching the stripe on the helmet. It's ugly. I love CMC. Let the white boy cook. But this sucks. It's a 2.
Get into it.
I don't know how I feel about the color combo, to be honest with you, but I will agree with Alex. The stripes don't match. The one on the helmet with like the 3 to just like fill space on the shoulders, it just feels lazy to me. Almost like with Arizona, like maybe they didn't think about it, but then with them, they did. They're just literally like designing on the computer, trying to fill space. It just doesn't do it for me. I don't mind the color combo again, so I'm not going to be as harsh as you guys. I'm going to give it like a 4.
Oof. All right. So, final score of 10 for the 49ers.
That's a low one. That's a low one.
That's a low one.
That might be tricky to beat. Moving on to the Rams. Rams, New Jersey's a couple of seasons ago. Not a lot of good stuff. People didn't really like it. But here's the blue with the yellow pants, the blue and white stripe. You got the logo right there on the shoulder. It just fits right in. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the gradient on the numbers. I wish the numbers were just plain. But overall, like They literally look like a ram with the things right there. I mean, this one's good. This one's really good. I like it a lot. I'm gonna go 8 here. Blue and yellow. I like blue. I'm gonna go 8.
Creativity on this one did pop off. I will give them that. I almost wish, like we saw with the Arizona and I think 49ers, instead of the Rams being on the like almost lower collarbone right here, I almost wish it was in the center. I hate the ombre numbers. I don't like it at all. I think it looks kind of cheesy, kind of corny, kind of cheap. Um, Helmet's super dope. Like you said, I think it looks really good. I don't hate yellow, but I don't mind the colors here. It's just the numbers. I'm going to knock it down to a 7.
Okay.
What does ombre mean?
Like how you see
Gradient?
how the yellow, maybe it was not the right word.
No, that's good.
Yellow.
Gradient. The yellow fades into another color.
Yeah. That's also what ombre means.
Yeah, no, I hate that. I think that looks horrible. I don't like gradient anything. This looks like a cheesy all-star uniform for like the Pro Bowl game or something. Again, we got stripes on the pants. We're just throwing in some white. I mean, the only other white that I'm even seeing is like on the nameplate, and like the Rams on the front. I don't like the Rams being off-centered. I mean, the helmets are solid, but I preferred the old Rams helmet, like just the OG when they were in St. Louis. Again, I guess I'm kind of aging myself here, but
Sure
they
are.
kind of suck. I'm gonna give them like a 4. So that's a final score of 19 for the Rams.
Moving on to the Seattle Seahawks. Gotta be the only team in the league that decided lime green was a good call to put into their uniform. On the shoulder, outlining the number. Gino's got it on his cleats. I mean, they tie it in here. I'm starting to think like, what are you guys gonna like when I look at this? I don't like it. The helmet is not full navy. It's got like that little pattern on it. For me, the lime green just it's a bad call. It's a bad call. I wish I could give it a 7, but I'm gonna go 3. I feel like I've been going low here, but these jerseys are just not it for me.
I'm struggling with this one because it has so much potential to me. I like the lime green. I feel like it's a pop. You don't see it. I think it's super dope. But I hear what you say about the pattern on the helmet. It looks like it's the same pattern in the number. But then what's the pattern around the neck and down the side of the pants? Like, I feel like it's just a little bit too much going on, but it has so much potential. I'm going to give it a 6. I think they just need to pick one pattern and stick to it because I feel like the lime green says a lot on its own.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with Emily on this one. I think that it does have a lot of potential. I respect the hustle of them going for that, neon green, lime green look. But yeah, I like the kind of stripes going across here. I wish that matched, like another gray somewhere else, like it's almost like a steel, silver, gray type color. Maybe you do that on the stripe on the helmet or as a contrast or something. Yeah, no, I think it's got a lot of potential. I think they were trying to get a little too crazy with it. Maybe like, how Oregon Ducks go a little too crazy with their uniforms sometimes. I feel like that's what the Seahawks are, is just the NFL version of an Oregon Ducks uniform, which, it really just depends on the person, depends on your taste. But I think for this one, I'll end up giving it a 7 for Geno Smith here. Just out of respect for the effort that went into this. So that'll bring the final score for the Seahawks up to a 16.
Not bad. Decent. Moving on. Brand new. The Vikings all white uniform. I don't even think that this picture does it justice. We haven't even seen it on the field yet. The white helmet, a little bit of accent on the logo on the helmet, gray stripe right down the middle, the purple number, silver outline, little stripe here. I mean, you can see the pants a little bit. They got a little bit of, the shoulder matches the pants. This is the cleanest white uniform in the NFL. When you said in the last episode that the Bengals had the best white uniform, I think that the Vikings came out and topped this. This is easy 10 for me. They should wear this every time they wear white.
I'm so conflicted because it's no It's no doubt that it's tough. Like, it's so clean. But I'm almost wondering if it's, like, too clean? Is that a thing? Can that be a thing? The first thing I'm drawn to is the Vikings on the chest, which I do like, but I almost wish it was bigger because I think it being white on white, it's almost boring to me. Like, I can't see it.
I didn't even see it until you said that.
Like, make that purple, go with the number, and then make it a little bit bigger to go across the chest, and then I think that for sure would be clean to me, but I'm saying it's clean with a question mark right now. I need to see it on the field, I think. I'm going to give it a 7, and then maybe at the end of the season it'll be different.
I'm going to go kind of in between here because I think that this could be the cleanest white uniform, but I need more purple. Purple is your main color, and we have minimal purple in this. Like Emily said, make the Vikings text on the front of the jersey purple. You can thicken up the stripes going across the arm, down the pants, maybe do the stripe on the helmet as purple. I just want a little bit more purple in it. But for right now, I'm going to give it a 9 because it is super close and it is still a super clean uni. So that's going to bring the final score for the Vikings to a 26.
This is called the Winter Warrior. It has a name. It has to be a lot of white because of the name. But 9's good. I can't believe you went that low. It looks so good.
I feel like I still went pretty high for saying clean question marks.
Yeah, that I thought that would be a 30. All right, going to the Green Bay Packers, absolute classic. I mean, you think Packers? This is what I think. Got the yellow pants, got the stripes on the pants, stripes on the shoulders, big number. I mean, I think that the Packers are just kind of classic, not a whole lot going on, but more than the Raiders. Yellow helmet. I don't like yellow. I don't like green and yellow, but this one's pretty good. I give this one a 7.
I'm going to go lower here, and I think I'm going to go lower because I just, in my head, I'm picturing if these pants were green, this would be better to me. I don't like the yellow pants, even with the stripes down the side. Maybe it's just because I hate yellow. It's just not doing it for me. Even if you had green pants and then kept the helmet the same, that'd be fine. I just feel like it's too much yellow and there's not enough green for being the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to give it a 5.
5? Okay, I think that's fair. I'm going to give it a 6 just because it's a classic, recognizable jersey like Tyler was saying, but I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's still pretty generic. You know what this really looks like? The Bills uniform from last episode.
Which you
But
were
I
not a
prefer
fan
the
of.
color scheme of this a little bit more. So that's going to bring the Packers to a final score of 18.
Right in the middle of all of it. Okay. Moving on, a special jersey that the Bears wore last season. Imagine Caleb Williams in this, a Dunze in this, Keenan Allen in this. DJ Moore looks fantastic though. This orange, the stripes, it's like the same as the navy with the white outline on the logo. This, I don't love orange, but this is the best orange in the NFL. I think that they should wear this jersey all the time. A little outline on the number. This is a 9 for me. This one's solid.
Like I said in the last episode, I love orange and I love the blue combo. This one, though, is just not doing it for me. I hate the font. I hate the 3 random spaced out stripes on the shoulder. I don't mind the helmet, even though I think the guard? Is that what that's called?
Face mask.
The face mask could be white to tie it in. The stripes and the font are just throwing me off. It's just like too thin. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Dang, I was going to go with an 8. I think that this thing's clean. This reminds me of the alternate unis from UVA football. Really like it. It's hard to tell whether that's just a white undershirt or whether the pants are white here. I think the pants are white, which I'm cool with. But overall, I think it's, it still keeps a lot of the same design as the classic Bears uniforms, but just gives it a cool punch with all the orange in it. And I do think that they did a good job tying in a lot of the contrast throughout the helmet and the jersey. So I'm gonna give it a 8 and bring the final score up to a 21.
I thought that would have been higher. The color, just the color of the orange here is so good.
The color's great. It's just the details.
Moving on, the Detroit Lions. I have a thing against the light gray helmets, so I don't think that's going to help them here. If you don't know what that is on the side of their helmet, they wrote it out on the side for you. I don't know. I like blue, but this blue with this light gray, not a massive fan. I would go 5. I think that they're okay. Not great. Okay though.
I like the combo. Surprisingly, I think it goes great together. I like the shade of blue with the gray. I think if it was a little bit lighter, it would clash. But if it was a little bit darker, maybe it just at that point I'd want the gray to be white. I like the stripe down the side of the pants. I think I like the font. I feel like it's kind of just, I don't know, sport. Kind of like reminds me of a race car. Just sporty looking. I like the Lions, even though you dissed it slyly. I like it written on the shoulders. I think it's tough. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Okay, I think I'm gonna kind of go in between again. I like the Lions, and I think that their jersey redesign was overall a success. But still not crazy. I'm not sure about the font. I don't know if I like it, and I'm gonna kind of side with Tyler on this one. I don't like they wrote out lions on the side. Like, just seems kind of stupid to me. It's like, yeah, of course it's a lion. Like, just look. I would have preferred if they did the actual lion logo on the side. I think that would have been cooler. Overall, I think it's okay. You know what would make me like this more is if they did the same silver color from the helmet as their pants. I'm not really a huge fan of the blue on blue with the silver, so I think I'm gonna give it a 7 just because it has a lot of potential. Just definitely not my favorite, so that'll be a 19.5 for the Lions.
Almost to 20. Moving on, the Washington Commanders. New jerseys a couple years ago. We got the Commanders big right in the front. I think the numbers are interesting. You got the white around it, yellow on the shoulders. I don't know. The matte kind of finish on the helmet. This one is a tough one for me. There's some good. There's some good, and there's some okay, I guess is what I would say. I don't think it's bad though. I like the color. I like the matching helmet with the jersey and then the white pants. I'd go 8 here. I think that that's fair.
I really like this one. I think the jersey kind of has like a retro vibe to it. I think I like the font. It might be a little bit hard to tell in this picture. I love the Commanders with the border on the chest. I don't mind the stripes on the shoulder. I'd be willing to see something new on it, but I don't mind it. Love the helmet, love the matte finish. I feel like you don't see that a lot. I think it's just super clean, and it weirdly goes with the retro jersey. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give it a 10.
You don't have to be biased.
I'm not. I like it.
Well, don't worry. I'm going to drag us back to reality. This is a 1. This is a 1. And that's coming from a sports fan. Everything about this screams, I am still a Redskin at heart, but I just can't say it out loud. Just make me the Redskins again. Like, why am I still this stupid Commander? Nobody likes this. Like, if they just swap the words from Commanders to Redskins and put the original logo back on the helmet, it'd be a 9. But no, it just feels like I'm getting ripped off. I'm getting gypped. This isn't Kirkland brand. This is it's like Walmart brand. Like this is some crap from China, and it took me 3 months to get it, and I paid $18 for it. And my C is backwards. So this is a 1. And that's going to bring the final score to a 19, which is still grossly overrated for this trash uniform.
What's the 1 coming from? I want to know. Is it the matte helmet?
Is it the matte helmet? It's all of it. It's all horrible. At least give me yellow pants. Maybe you would have gotten a 1.5.
I don't. I like the white pants. No, not what I was expecting from you. Moving on, another classic Dallas Cowboys. I mean, another gray helmet. I'm not a massive fan. You don't see it tying in anywhere else. I do like the pants though. I like the color of the pants. I'm not sure what you call it. Kind of baby bluish, kind of light bluish. I don't know. It doesn't really go with it, but at the same time, like it does just because it's the Cowboys. But I feel like overall, like the things don't go together that well. The jersey is okay. I like the pants and the helmet. I'm not a massive fan of. So putting all those things together, I think right down the middle at a 5.
I hate it. I think it looks like when you were on a team growing up and like you would coordinate what colors you wear to school that day to like show it's game day and like nobody got the message. And so you all kind of all had to just like take the fall together and just wear one of each uniform. Like where is this baby Tiffany blue coming from? The gray on the helmet, where's the gray? If it was I love the white with the blue. I think it's so clean looking. But then it's just like it's missing something. The shoulders are boring. It's not put together. I'm going to give it a 1. This sucks.
I'll give it a 5 because it's a classic and they haven't changed it for like 30 years at least. Emily gave it a 1. Tyler and I both gave it a 5. So that will bring the score for the Cowboys to a whopping 11. Not great. Not great for the boys.
I thought the Cowboys would have been a little higher than that.
Yes, so did I.
Or something different.
Moving on to one of the newest jerseys that we will see on the field in 2024, the New York Giants. There's a lot going on here. It kind of takes a second because you just got to take it all in. The helmet's red and then blue on the back. The layers in the jerseys with the red, the white, the blue, the white, the red. And then for me, the thing that's the worst is the pants. The pants are just, I don't know how I feel about the khaki pants. I know that everything here is a throwback, the 100th season for the Giants. So they want to bring in some old time stuff, some old time looks, make it special. I don't mind the jerseys. If this was my team, I would definitely want to get this jersey. But it's too much. It's too much. The helmet, jersey, the pants. I can't. So I'm gonna go with 3 here, and I think that's pretty generous.
That's too generous. I hate this. If the Giants were my team, not only would I not buy the jersey, I would stop being a Giants fan. This is so bad. I'm gonna give it a 1.
I'm going to meet y'all in the middle, and I'm going to go with a 2. The only thing I like about this is the fact that they have this stripe around the center where the number is being in a different color. Everything else about this is atrocious. This is so bad. Like, it might actually be the worst jersey. So that brings the final score for the Giants to a whopping 6.
But it's blowing my mind in the past video, though, that we gave the Browns a 5, and this is higher than that.
This deserves to be higher than the Browns.
Browns was...
Special guest?
What do you rate it?
No, this doesn't deserve to be higher than the Browns. Definitely not.
It doesn't, but I feel like it would be even lower than the Browns because of how horrible this is.
No, my bad. You're right. No, this is better than the Browns. I don't know what I said. This is better than the Browns. I like this better. Moving on to the last team, the Philadelphia Eagles. We got the white jerseys with the green pants. I think Jalen wears it good here. The white socks. I mean, overall, I like it. I don't love it. I think the helmet is interesting. I mean, it's just what we've seen for years now with the eagle wings. I think overall is pretty good. For some reason, I just not a massive fan. I hate to do it again. I'm just going to go right down the middle at a 5. Doesn't do a whole lot for me, but it's not awful.
I'm going to give it a 7. I like the color. I really like the wings on the helmet. I think it's solid. I'm going to give it a 7.
I'm going to have to agree. I'm also going to give it a 7. I think it's just a really clean uniform, and I really like this shade of green. Probably one of my favorite shades of green. You got the black accents in there as well, and I really like the helmet too. fly Eagles fly, I guess is what they say. So overall, I like it. Give it a 7.
Very good, very good. Where does that leave us as we have finished?
All right, so in first place, we have the Minnesota Vikings with their Winter Warrior new
I believe
alternate.
so. Looks fantastic.
Number 2, we got the Panthers. Then number 3, we got the Falcons. Can you believe 2 NFC South teams are finishing in the top 3? That's unbelievable. Then we got the Bears coming in 4th, Lions in 5th. And then for 6th, we have a 4-way tie. We've got the Bucks, Rams, Commanders, and Eagles. Jumping down to 10th place, we have the Cardinals. At 11, we have the Saints and Packers. 13, the Seahawks. 14, Cowboys. 15, 49ers. And in dead last, rightfully so, we have the New York Football Giants.
I'm sure there's a lot of work that went into those uniforms, and for them to turn out how they did.
Somebody needs to be fired.
Whoever put in that work needs to undo it and get fired.
You gotta go.
It was a good try. Hey, shout out to the Vikings though. That jersey is clean. I wish I was a Vikings fan just for that jersey. A JJ McCarthy jersey in that would be icy.
Jetta's jersey in that. He just got the extension. He might be around longer than JJ. We don't know yet.
Tough to tell. Thank you guys for joining us and winning now in another episode of the Seven Sports Podcast. Make sure to check out the AFC jersey rankings as well. That video is already out now. And let us know down below which jersey is your favorite. Until next time.